What's going on, YouTube? Yo, I'm coming to y'all today. We talking about why it's easier to spot a narcissist. Well, why it's easier to spot a karmic than it is to spot a narcissist. So I believe that it's easier to spot the karmics in your life than it is to spot a narcissist. And so this is right here. This is like groundbreaking information right here. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so a karmic is somebody that been following you around through different lifetimes to cause havoc in your life. And sometimes it can be so slight, but it's enough of them. That's where the gang stalking and the flying monkeys come in at, because you would never know who is the narcissist flying monkeys. But if you could break it down to who the karmics are in your life, you could eradicate the toxic people out of your life, narcissists and all. And so a karmic is somebody that's coming into your life to teach you a lesson. Once you learn the lesson, you move on. So you got a brother or sister that's always hating on you, they are karmic to you. They're karmic to you. So it's time for you to break the cycle. It's time for you to stop allowing this person to cause havoc in your life. Drop them like a bad habit and keep it moving. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but you got to emotionally detach from this person. Take the titles off and look at what they're doing. Okay? Is somebody putting down every idea that you have? This is somebody you think you could go to for advice, but you go to them, and then every time you go to them, they shooting you down, and you feel worse about your plans and what you need to be, the goals that you had. Once you go to them, you always have a feeling of being under them. They always want you to make you feel like you under them. This could be uncles, aunties, family members, people that you grew up with that see your potential but don't want you to see it. These karmics in your life. Behind the scenes, ain't no telling what they doing. They teaming up against you to slow down your progress. Once the faster you can identify these people and move towards your purpose, the better your life gonna be. You gotta identify the people that you're supposed to learn a lesson from. You've been married to somebody 20 years and they still doing the same thing to you, you naive. And it's time to boss up and take your power back and put them in their place and leave them alone. Go on with your life. Don't let strongholds hold you back. God is not holding you to no marriage, none of this stuff. You can get out of these contracts if these people are doing you wrong. You're supposed to. God is asking you to love yourself. The Bible said men to be lovers of themselves and not God. He didn't say don't be a lover of yourself. Don't love yourself and not love God. See, that's the work that get tricky on you if you can let strongholds catch you. You gotta love yourself, because you are a representation of God. And God gave you this body, he gave you this life for you to take care of it, not for you to destroy it. Like look at Samson and Delilah. I feel like a lot of times I'll be in a position like Samson. I'm in a position like Samson right now. I got a woman that love to hate me right now. I could be with her, but man, she gonna kill me. She done tried. The women I be with, they be trying to kill me, man. So it's like I can stay with them women, you know what I'm saying? But why would I do that? Why would I stay with somebody that I know is only throwing roadblocks in front of me? They only there to break my heart, cheat, steal, kill, and destroy. Why would I put up with that? So when you find out that somebody taught you a lesson, unless you got to keep learning that same lesson, you got to realize that that person is karmic. They are a hiccup to your destiny. This person is not a part of your 10 of Pentacles or your 10 of Cups, which is blessings from the Most High. And when you got people around you that is not a part of your 10 of Pentacles, you cannot even receive the 10 of Pentacles yourself. You can't receive the 10 of Cups yourself. Ultimate happiness, your ultimate happiness, your ultimate abundance, success, spiritual gifts, gifts from God, gifts from your ancestors, gifts from the spirit realm, gifts from men and God, abundance in all areas of your life, health, wealth, and happiness, joy, peace, family, everything, love. You are destined for that. If you watching this video and you chosen, you destined for that. You a Karmic, you know you a Karmic. You don't even buy into this. I know I got a lot of Karmics that watch me. You know what I'm saying? Even though my channel new, a lot of people that know me that are Karmics, they watch my channel. I know that. I'm intuitive. So I know the people that watch me, I can feel their presence. And anything you send, I send back at you times 10. For real. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. And so, anybody that's in your life that taught you a lesson, you're supposed to leave. That's how you go to another level. If you stay there, you just keep learning the same lesson. Like I was with one for a long time. It took me a long time to learn that I had to put myself before my kids. That's a lesson that the universe is going to tell you that you shouldn't learn. They're going to tell you that you're wrong for putting yourself before your kids. But that was a way to get to me. It was like, get his kid, you got him. And that was it. Because I had put my life into my kids. That's why I hung out with them. It was my friends. It was my kids. It was like my kids, everything. It was like they took that from me, and it was like I was ready to lay on the couch and just die. I ain't have my kids. You know what I'm saying? That was like, but then what I realized is that what these narcissists and these karmics do is they take a part of you. They take a part of your soul when they leave. When they run you through a cycle, the reason why you want to come back is because they have a part of your soul. I had to take mine back. They had a part of my soul. And I had to, they was doing a whole bunch of illusions to keep me from realizing that. They doing a whole bunch of illusions to keep you from realizing that. If you're in a whole bunch of pain and you feel like something is missing or something is broken, like the narcissist did something to you during this cycle, they did. They took a part of your soul. And the devil got it. You're not free. You gotta free yourself. You gotta emotionally detach and you gotta call your soul back in. You gotta come back until you unite back with your soul. Through prayer, through fasting, through spiritual cleansing. There's a lot of ways you can spiritually cleanse. You should look up how different spiritual cleansers and find one that works for you. Everybody is different. But you have to spiritually cleanse all of this negative and toxic energy off of you, because just imagine, God is holy. God don't deal with all this toxic and negative energy. You got to cleanse when you come into his presence. You got to cleanse your body. You got to cleanse your spirit. You got to cleanse your mind. You got to be pure. You got to cleanse. Like, you even got to forgive. Like, I forgive all the people, because I look at getting into heaven, your heart got to be light as a feather. And see, a lot of people don't understand the spiritual side of narcissism. See, a narcissist, when they get a part of your soul, they close your heart chakra. A closed heart chakra can't love. It hurt. They call it 3 of swords in the spiritual realm. Heartbreak. That 3 of swords ain't no joke. I dealt with that. Dark nights of the soul. That's when you can't sleep and your mind is not right, because you in your mind. So you have to live in your body, in your mind, right? But in your body, you have to be present in your body. When you having dark nights of the soul, you in your mind. You thinking too much on what's going on, and that's bringing pressure and stress and different things on your body. I've been through dark nights of the soul, for real. I've been through parts of my spiritual transformation. I went through many dark nights of the soul. That's why people be trying to send stuff at me, and I be laughing, because they just don't know I'm a warrior. The little stuff they be trying, like, it's almost like in the spirit realm, where I'm at with the higher ups with God and spirit in them, and I'm way up there, they be sitting their little fireworks and stuff. They be shooting their little black magic at me. And black magic can be gossiping, lying, cheating. Then some forms of black magic come further into doing spell work, where they lighting candles and they chanting and they doing mirror magic and they doing moon magic. It's a lot of different stuff out here. It's different levels of black magic, but it's like when they come with that, God show it to me, and it's like it don't even come where they can see. It's like heaven is like the heavenly realms is like where God is and different stuff. That's like heaven. But the heavens is a big place where heaven and hell is. But the regular part is like the underworld. And that's where most people are, just rambling around in the underworld. And I've been elevated to the higher elevator. I've been like a phoenix and rose and I'm up with God now. And I'm still going to higher limbs, because like no matter how high I go, God is always above me. But I'm going to higher limbs. But it's like when they try to do stuff to me, he showed me that it can't even come up near me. Even when I be down there by where it could come near me, it might splatter on me, and then they be thinking it worked and all that. Everything happened in the spiritual realm before it happened in this realm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think you so much have to even worry about the magic that they doing on you, as long as you keeping your vibration high. Because, see, like, in order, say that they sending like entities and different things to you, and you feeling dark presence around you and different stuff like that, that stuff cannot get to you unless you lower your vibration real low. And that's what they be sending it for, to try to nag at you. That's what the game's talking about. So you just want to kill yourself, so you just be down, so you have to fight against that with motivation. You have to transmute that energy. Like, start your YouTube channel. Do your things that you used to want to do as a kid. Like me as a kid, I used to want to be a rapper. That's why I make music now. I transmute that energy into my music. And one day I'm going to be a writer. One day I'm going to be famous. Y'all going to know me from just more than this. One day my music going to be popping. I'm hot. I know we're hot when I hear it. I'm hot and I'm different. I ain't biting nobody. I don't even listen to nobody, really. I just don't even make my music. I focus on what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be blessed one day with my music being out here, people listening to it. Whether I'm writing for other people, because all I want to do is get some younger people and promote them, and maybe write for some of them. You know, let them get out there and do their thing. But I'm gonna work in the music industry and some other industries. Like, I get out of school and like I just found out today that I only got like 8 weeks of school left. That's just 2 months. Man, so I got big plans coming out here. People, I ain't told nobody what I got going on, but I got something big coming up, and I'm finna get out of school. I'm proud of myself. I went to school for something I always wanted to do as a kid, and yeah, I'm finna be doing it big. I already got offers and everything. It's going to be going great. So life is going good for me. And you know what? This is so crazy. And this is almost embarrassing to say. But I just like to keep it real with y'all. That's one of the ways I'm going to be myself and be authentic and be the brand that I am. It's going to be real. You know what I'm saying? But I never graduated from high school. I never got a GED. I went to college. Lied my way into college. Not perfect. I told them my dad graduated. They believe me because people always think I'm educated for some reason. I read the Bible. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was always real smart. I was always like a student, but I was at the class clown at the same time and in trouble all the time that I never graduated. I was always in trouble. But I always was smart. And so, I would get into colleges and different things like that, and then I would always drop out. And I believe it because I was around people that was putting doubt in my head. Like, oh, you ain't gonna never do that. You can't, you just like us. I mean, people would say stuff like that, and I really wouldn't take it to heart back then. People would say stuff, man, we don't do stuff like that. Man, you know where we from? No, we don't do that, man. Most people around here, everybody around here dropped out. That was the mentality where I'm from. It's like, nobody ain't supposed to do nothing around here. Ain't nobody supposed to make none of themselves. And my brothers and sisters, they always doubted, you want to go there? Yeah. They never supported me. Then they always even they would even say different stuff. Like one time, I was going to be doing some UFC fighting. That was like always one of my dreams. I wanted to be a UFC fighter. I at least wanted to try, because I'm a fighter. Like, I like to fight. I feel like I'm the type of motherfucker you want to knock me out. I'm not the type of nigga that tap out or give up. I mean, you got me in the road, and you, one of them niggas might tap me out if the thing came down to it. But I just say that I feel like I got a lot of fight in me, like a pit bull, like, and I wanted to try it. And even though I'm older, I don't care nothing. Age, I rock with God. One thing I understand is, like, even with Abraham, age don't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm 20 years old in my body. I don't feel old. You know what I'm saying? I feel 25 at the most. Like, I don't feel like no old man. So it's like, like I was really getting fit. I was six packed up. I was really getting my mind together. I was ready to go. I was ready to get into fighting. But first, I had to get into the training. Right? I was just going to get into the training, start getting into the training. I wanted to leave. I wanted to see what I could do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you never know. You know what I'm saying? I might be that shit out here. And I really believe that I am. Like, I just got this like thing about me where it's like I just can't lose. If I throw a punch, it just seems like it's just laying in the right place and it just be knocking people out. If I got a special power when it comes to fighting, like I used to, and anybody in my that know me know this is the truth. You can't come at me with no one man. One man ain't enough for me, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but it's not though. Not no one average man. I'm saying other men out here and they can do what they do, but I'm confident in my skills. Not only am I tough as hell, I can fight. Like I got different styles of fighting. I wrestle and different things. I know how to wrestle. I know how to box. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? And I just got some type of special skill when it comes to fighting. And like when I was younger, they said try to fight because I was 5'10", 245 when I was in high school. So he's always trying to come at me like 2, 3, 4 of them at a time. And I'd be dusting them off. I'll never forget one time I was at the PAL League, and it was like, I was on the 14 and under team. And I was like probably 14 or 13. And they didn't like me. People never liked me. But they didn't really like me up there like that. Only the people from my hood. And it was like, even some of the people from my hood used to be hating on me. Because this how it was. Okay, so I got some people in my hood that's like my cousins because they like, and it's like God rest, you know what I'm saying, one of their souls, Lil E, and Tyree, God rest, you know what I'm saying, Lil E soul or whatever the case may be. But they was all up there, whatever the case may be. So they like my cousins, but they stay in my hood, but from another hood. But our hoods do hang together. Like I even hang out on a block, like we cool, like that. But we wrestle and fight too. It's like each hood got a little team, and we all go around. Like this is back in the day before people be doing too much shit and all that. And we just used to fight each other. It wasn't even like we would have beef. It was just like we knew when we seen each other, we was gonna wrestle and fight, and whatever case may be. But it was like I was always like the bully out of everybody. It was almost like they wanted me to fight the grown men almost. And I didn't have no problem with it because I was like a grown man to these people. You know what I'm saying? They used to call me the grown man. I was the big brother. They used to call me Little Big. But one day we was at the Police Athletic League playing basketball, and I got into it with one of these niggas, and we was in the back, and it was like I got into it with like my whole. Okay, no. I'm on the 14 and under, and I'm 13. I got into it with the whole 12 and under. They was like 12 and 11, and I'm 13. But they used to be so rowdy and talking so regular. They was like from a different project. That was like from the Fingers Home. They was like from the Brewsters or the Paul Robeson or something like that. But they was from a different project. They was from the Brewsters. They was either from the Brewsters or they wasn't from the Paul Robesons. They was from, I think that place is tore down now. I'm trying to think of, but yeah, I think they was from the Brewsters. But anyway, they always used to be talking reckless. And so one day we was in the locker room changing, and it's like just a big square box. You know what I'm saying? And we got a couple of chairs in there and different things, and so they got to talking crazy. And so my cousins and the people from my hood, they was in there too, right? And so they was just like, but niggas be knowing I don't need no help. So they got to talking crazy. They was like, yeah, this and that, nigga, we gonna whip your ass. Well, I'm like, hey, look, all I gotta do is jump. So then here they came jumping. One can do the little dude, he ran up first. I couldn't, you know how the little one had the most mouth. He was always talking so crazy. As soon as he ran up, I just kicked him. Boom! I punted him into the corner. I ain't lying. He flew up into that corner. Man, look, the other one came with a chair. I turned around, caught that chair, and boom! Bop! 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 I went ham up in there. And the one who I wanted the most, ooh, he tried to run. I ran out on the court. It was still games going on. I ran out in the middle of the court. Caught him in the middle of the court. I beat his butt right in the middle of the court. The police, everybody came and pulled me off. And it was like, you banned from here. I got banned from the police athletic league. But man, I beat them down. And it was probably about 8 of them. I put them all, I left them all on the floor up in there. Nobody was safe. That's how I used to get down, and they knew it. I used to run whole schools, and it's like now I know why, because I look at my past lives. One of my past lives, in the Egyptian times, I ran hundreds of thousands of men. I was leaders over hundreds of thousands, so I have the ability to lead. And when I was first born, my mother used to be like, "You a leader," and I've always been a leader. People always follow me. That just was my calling. You know what I'm saying? And things like this was the reason why. Like it take 4, 5, 6 of them to run up on me. I'm one of the reasons why in my hood people start playing with them guns. They're like, I ain't finna fight you. I'm telling you, because I was vicious too. I used to be watching too much wrestling and stuff, and I'd slam you on your neck. That's what I used to really love to do. If I couldn't knock you out with my hands, I'm slamming you on your neck. That's gonna put you to sleep. And I know it. And I did the same thing with football. In football, I was a monster. I didn't even used to be, my coach didn't used to talk about the way I had to tackle because I hit you and then pick you up and slam you. Bow! Right on your head. I was vicious. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I grew out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because as I got older, I became a thinker. And I really started being a great thinker. But I always wanted to fight. And I let outside forces talk me out of fighting. I let outside forces really detour me from different purposes that I could have went on, or I was thinking about going in that direction. And now I say that to say that me being alone and in my power and in my independence, I'm about to see myself graduate. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to graduate for the first time in 2 months. I'm proud of myself, man. You know what I'm saying? I started a lot of endeavors that I never completed. You know what I'm saying? And I never completed them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now I'm about to complete this endeavor, and it's big, and it's like, I feel like even it's like, though, like, I don't feel like nothing is happening. Once you get on the right path, nothing is happening to you, it's happening for you. Like, yeah, they probably blocked on paths, but maybe that wasn't the path for me to go on. And then a lot of people be like, even me, I'm like, man, I'm older now. But God don't want you to think like that, because you can do anything at any age. Like, he keep you young just so that you can do things, and then he can get the glory. Because people be like, how you gonna blow up in the rap game and nigga, you 45? But guess what? It's a first time for everything. It's a first time for everything, man. For real. It's a first time for everything. And I got so many different tracks out there that I can, like, for instance, like, I got one song out there called Shape. And, matter of fact, so play some of my music. The first one we gonna play is, and you know what? There was some scripture I had wanted to go into. But yeah, like, okay, just to end on this note, find out who you need to learn lessons from. Learn those lessons, especially if they not giving you equal give and take. Life is about having balance. A karmic is always trying to create imbalance. So they trying to take more than they give. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get to know all of the people that you know. Watch out for people like that. Somebody that's trying to get to know all of the people that you know. They trying to tell all of them something about you and get them to think a certain different type of way about you. Anybody that's gossiping about you, talking behind your back, doing different stuff like this, stop giving these people second chances. Get these people out your life. They karmics. Probably narcissists too. So find out if somebody is a karmic. Find out, like, for instance, did somebody give you a backhand compliment? Dang, okay, you learned your lesson. How many backhand compliments you got to get? How many times you got to get cheated on? How many times you got to get lied to? How many times you got to do this before you learn your lesson and just move on? That's a karmic. Identify the karmics in your life and leave them alone. And then you'll be able to do stuff like I'm doing right now. Graduate. And go on with your life. Do some of the things you've been waiting to do. And this is what this scripture right here say. My son, despise not the chastising of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth. He correcteth, even as Father the Son, in whom he delighteth. Yeah, so the first song I'm going to play is going to be The Light. Now, on this song right here, I hate to play my song and then be giving you instructions about this song. I just let it play. But on this song, I really wouldn't mind having like somebody that got like a spiritual or gospel type of background to sing on here. In my mind, it's a female. You know what I'm saying? But it's not all the way gospel. It's just about Jesus, though. I guess it is just gospel. It's about Jesus. Get your check. Check it. Jesus Christ is the light. Jesus Christ is a beacon in a dark night. Jesus Christ is the light. Jesus Christ is the light. Way in the light. I had to go through the dark night of the soul. Part of my initiation, that's what I was told. Yeah, man, but this devil thing was getting old. I need to switch up. Yeah, I need to get up and get my bag. Go for my dreams, man. They said you too old. Yeah, that's what it seems, man. Anything, man, is really possible. So I go for what I know, man. Yeah, like the snow, man. I remember days in the hood pushing blow, man. Trying to dig the car right up off the snow, man. Until I went and got that 4x4, man. No, man. Okay, let me get y'all with something right quick. Let me hit y'all with something hot. Something I feel this. Oh, this is something I wanted to show you. I know, like, oh, he just played Jesus Christ is the light. Now you finished play some booty shaking music. I show him. Look, this song is called Shake, and this song I would really love to like really finish this song, and then have somebody do this on TikTok and get this song popping on TikTok. I even pay somebody to do this song on TikTok. Yeah, I got $150 for the right girl to go on TikTok and post it. She gotta already have like a height. She about $1 just traded her Impala. It's Mexicans and they getting them through for less than 10. She dated a broke nigga before, never again. I said shake, 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 shake what your mama gave you. This is what I was looking like back then, though. Look, this wasn't even that long ago. I just really cut my hair. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? It just ain't summertime, so I'm a little kind of about 7 pounds overweight right now. But I'm still sexy as a motherfucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Dear girl, shake.